Alrighty. We are live and we are back. Oh my gosh. You guys have no idea how excited I am that I figured out how to fix my art stream setup. Oh my gosh. I was so worried because for the I was really scared because I genuinely really wanted to do art streams. Like that's what I mainly wanted to be on Twitch for. And now we're back and I'm so grateful for it. I'm not entirely sure what the issue is because like I've had to transfer my streaming setup to my laptop as opposed to my PC, which I'm thinking that is probably an issue with something on the side of my PC's Wi-Fi receiver. But either way, I'm grateful that everything seems to be running a lot smoother and better on as far as just everything that I'm doing here on this like laptop and everything like that. Had to completely reset up my old my old stream setup, or like not my old, just the stream setup. I had to completely redo it because I had to reset up everything on my laptop's OBS. But thankfully I had all the assets pretty well managed and was able to have everything come back together pretty quickly. But yeah, so we're getting back into some art streaming today, and I'm so like I said, I'm so happy to get back into it. I'm super excited too because this stream I'm going to be doing some Apollo fan art because he recently I think he's the last character in Deadlock's roster of characters that they were going to release anyways, and have just been like releasing bit by bit as the game's been out. And this Apollo character, I think he is the last one, and it was so cool because like I've already been pretty casually excited about Deadlock anyways, and finding this little tidbit that freaking I think it's what's his name? It's Chester Rustling. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's the guy that played Tommy in the first, I think, like 2 seasons of Stranger Things. I freaking love his actor so much. He's done a good chunk of other voice acting work as well, and probably other acting work, but that's mainly where I know him from is Stranger Things. And it was so cool because he did a stream yesterday and he was playing as Apollo. He was playing the game, and I saw because I followed him ages ago and I kind of keep up with his stuff here and there because he is like genuinely seems like the sweetest and like most positive person ever, which is really funny because I got introduced to his him as a person through his character Tommy, which if you know anything about Stranger Things, he's not exactly the most pleasant character in that series, but he still does him really well. I really still do like what we were able to get from that character in Stranger Things, and I'm just like a fan of Stranger Things to begin with anyways. And so I saw he was streaming yesterday, and the fact is that it's like he was playing and like had it in his little title on a stream that it's like Apollo voice actor plays Apollo, and I was like, dude, what? He's the one that's voice acting this character? So I was like so freaking excited about that. Also, I'm gonna turn my fan a little bit because it keeps getting in the way. Okay. But yeah, I caught his stream and was like super duper excited because he was having such a fun time. You know what, for this pose, I think I'm only gonna have him wear that like undershirt that he's got on, kind of like a workout vibe where he's having to lose some layers because of sword fighting. But yeah, so I was able to catch that stream of his yesterday and got to actually like interact with him a little bit because he only had like I think like 20 people or so, maybe a little bit more than that, and between like 20 to 30 people fluctuating here and there, going in and out of his stream. And it was so cool because like getting to interact with him and talk with him, because like I was super excited to know that he was the one that was voice acting this character, which I thought was so cool. And he's got this like wrap around his waist, so we'll get that in there. But yeah, I thought it was so freaking cool that he was doing a stream to like announce that he was the voice actor for it. Because the genuinely Deadlock, like I need to play more Deadlock. Genuinely, every time I see anything about this game, I always get so excited because it's like it's so well done as far as all of the like creativity and like all of the voice lines and everything like that. Like everything is just so well crafted, and like the level of artistry in that game, like from everything, like the art, the characters, the voice acting direction that they did as far as like the variety and everything like that. It's so cool. But yeah, so I got to watch that yesterday and catch that, and that was one of the things I was saying in his chat was just that, oh my gosh, I totally like I think I was already gonna make more fan art for Deadlock anyway, but this, like, seeing him on stream and knowing that he was the voice actor for this character just kind of boosted my want to do so even more. And so I was like saying that in his chat, just like, oh my gosh, I totally am gonna make some fan art for this character. It's so cool that you're voice acting him. And he was like responding to what I was saying and being like, dude, you totally have to send me any fan art that you make. So I'm like, well, okay, well, now I have to. Now I definitely have to go ahead and make some Deadlock fan art and send it to this guy, because like he just seems like such a cool person, and he did like such incredible voice work for this character. So yeah, I think his I don't know if he, like, his stream from yesterday is up in his VODs on his YouTube or in like his Twitch or whatever, like the auto-saved VODs that kind of happen. But yeah, so like that was a super cool interaction to have. Okay, and then his shirt goes a little over his pants, so cool. But yeah, I thought that was super duper neat, and so that's what I'm doing right now, is just getting some fan art done for that, for his character, because again, that's just so cool. All right, and then it's kind of, I love the texturing on these pants. Like, it almost looks like pillowing texture. Like, I love seeing the variety of like the outfits, again, the character designs. So, oh my gosh, I just spit all over my iPad screen, Jesus. But yeah, the character designs, top tier. I already made, let's see here, I made some fan art for Rem. Oh, I think it's actually in this file. Yeah, it is. I made some fan art, or like started some fan art for Rem already, and was like super duper happy with this to begin with. And I want to go over this. Like, I like where this is at right now as far as just kind of compositing all of the visual elements together, as far as like, I have the line work done for this, and like the colors are pretty well mapped out. But I really want to use this as a base for like an actual real rendered out like piece at some point. But I want to get to a better point in like rendering ability before I do that. But I do very much like where this piece is at right now. But yeah, I wanted to get some fan art done for the newest character, Apollo, because of catching his voice actor's stream. Again, so cool. That was so awesome. I was able to catch that. And then his shoes, they're not really like, they kind of have a little point to them, but they're more blocky. Yeah. And then... yeah, and then it's just kind of laced. I guess they're kind of crisscrossy, but we'll simplify it just for my sake. Because I'm loving this pose I did, because I sketched I did a quick like this sketch I did last night, just to kind of get a little almost like scrapbook style layout done for some different little drawings of him. But yeah, I really love this character's design a lot. It's neat. I like it. And I love it. Genuinely, it's one of my favorite things, and I feel like it really speaks to the fan artists that they did this in such a way. Oh, and the one's on that side, so I can kind of get a little bit of that on his butt. There we go. It's a hilarious choice they did that. And then that's his tail. So, and then just like a line down the pants. Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm genuinely, I'm so happy to be back to art streaming. Because like I didn't mind starting to do some game streams. The big thing for me was like I want to stay consistent with streaming. Because I have my 1 day a week indefinitely that I have to set my like once a week stream aside. But I was mostly excited for streaming because of wanting to do art streams. That was my like the biggest thing that I wanted to do when I started doing stuff with Twitch. And so when I started having some issues with my PC and being able to actually have the stream stay up long enough and like actually hold nicely, I thought it was a problem with OBS at first, but thankfully, well, I don't even know if thankfully, I figured out that it was more of an issue with my PC being able to hold a strong connection, which I will look into that at some point, because right now I don't really have the bandwidth for that at the moment, which, you know, is fine. But yeah, but I'm just glad to be at it again. And then the base is just kind of going to be red, so that's all we'll really see from that side mostly. And then a little piece of the shoe. Yeah. Yeah. All right, and then he's got these like socks. Is the tying piece on the pants? Yeah, I think that like little lace piece is kind of on the pant. Oh, it goes like all the way down it. Okay. Maybe? Oh, wait, no, it's like, oh, they're like knee pads. Oh. These are like knee pads. So they need to go up a little more. Got it. Okay. And then the leg can kind of pop out a bit more because the legs, skin and muscle would just kind of bulge out a little from that if it was bent. Yeah. All right. Nice, nice. Yeah. Kind of almost reminds me of like, especially with like the accent that this character has, almost kind of reminds me more of like a rugby kind of outfit almost. All right, and then he's got the socks. And okay, so those are part of his pants. Not really understanding what's going on there with those little lacy bits. So you know what? We're just going to take artistic liberty and not include them. It's fine. All right, and then cool. And then his tail, oh, his tail has this really cool bit on it. It's like, I love this because it almost reminds me of like, what is it? Like Dungeons and Dragons. Like, of course, like, you know, Dungeons and Dragons is not the end all be all, but that's where my main like brain rot is. And this piece that he has on the end of his tail is like a metalwork piece that's like on the tip of his tail, which is such a cool thing to have included. I like it a lot. Oh, I think I already drew it in there. Yeah. Okay, cool. I don't have to sketch that then. This is just getting a layout of the clothes. Okay. Nice. And then the pants, I already have the little one kind of put on there. All right. And then his pants kind of have this like, yeah, and then they go diagonally. Yeah, okay. Billows out a little. Okay. And then, all right. All right. Hope I'm getting this texture properly. Yeah, that feels about right. I'm gonna erase it a little bit though, just so it feels more texture and less like defined line. I'll do some colored line art there so it doesn't distract too much. I'm not really, I mean, like, colored line art looks nice, of course, but like for me, I'm always been, I think it's the fact that it's like I'm more of a comic book nerd. I've always preferred more of a, like, you know, fully like dark, not render style, line art style. I like that a lot better. And then, yeah, I think that's it for his shoe. Well, I do want to fix the shoe a little bit. Nope. Because the shoe is a bit, like, puffier almost. Almost like a little, like, rain boot, kind of. Not even rain boot, like, yeah, but it just kind of, like, puffs out there a bit more. Right, okay. That works. And then, does it have like a little, oh, it does. Okay, it has kind of almost like a little back piece. Perfect. I like that. All right, and then, nice. Okay. Perfect. And then that means we'll erase a good portion of what's under here. Good. All right, that looks nice. Yeah, I like this layout. It's cute. Yeah, this pose, this was the first one that I did, and I really was feeling the pose. Because, like, the character, I like the way that they have the juxtaposition of the character from what at least I was able to notice from, like, the little character interactions and, like, voice lines that he has in the game, is that he seems like this character that, like, likes to fight fair almost, which I really like that juxtaposition of it being this like very like spooky looking like demon character juxtaposed with the fact that he's this little like teenage proper little royalty schoolboy that like isn't really, it's not even like full of himself. It's more so just like he has a very like just kind of jaded and like just view of the world almost, or at least the world that we see from Deadlock, which I like that a lot. It makes this character feel very like multi-dimensional, which I love that from any of my media that I consume. And again, the fact that it's like you get a little bit of that sweetness from like the voice actor who, like, again, anytime I see anything about him or anything that he's doing, it's very just like very positive and very sweet. And so I like that some of that almost kind of got added into this character. And honestly, that's probably why they have him as the voice actor, is that it's like, you know, that nice juxtaposition of this very proper and like, I mean, I don't know, like, it's not quite cool and it's not quite sweet. It's just like it's just a good person voice, you know? Like, you can just tell that like this character is a good person with the way he interacts and like wants to have everything be fair as far as like structured, like his little like fencing matches and stuff like that, which I think is really cute. I like that a lot. Again, it's a very nice, I need to see this hair though, because he has this little like, yeah, it's very like square almost. Yeah, I guess that works. And then, yeah, he's got this like little coif, or I don't even know how to describe a lot of the stuff that is part of this character, because he's just nice. I like the character designs a lot. I think, yeah, so I've done a little bit of work for some Rem fan art, and now I'm doing a little Paulo spread, and then I think, who else do I really like? Ooh, I would say as far as just like actually getting to test it out and play the game, because I do have access to the game. I don't know if it's still in the like invite only access right now, because I was fortunate enough to have a buddy that had the ability to give me access to it. And I got to play around with those a bit. And okay, so it kind of goes back in there. But messing around with that, I would say my favorite character as far as me playing would probably be Infernus. I really like Infernus. He's got like, I don't even know what the accent's called, but whatever the accent is that, that Gambit has from X-Men, that's the accent that they have this, Infernus character play. And that character's so cool to me because, Infernus, he has like this fire ability, like that's his whole thing, and his weapon is his fingers. He shoots fire out of his fingers, is like literal little finger guns, and when he reloads, he like shakes his fingers out like a little like like his hands are burning, and like that alone, I was like, dude, that's such a cool concept. Like, and one that obviously it's not that insane of a concept, but it's one that they execute so perfectly and so like just on point thematically of like what they're trying to do for the story and like this character and its aesthetic. And oh my gosh, it was so cool to see that. So him and his interactions, I think he's like a bartender or something in the game lore, and I like that energy. I always enjoy a good bartender character. So Infernus is probably my favorite character so far within the realms of gameplay. And thankfully he's also one of the characters that is like recommended when you're like beginning, because like Deadlock, I think, has a pretty, I don't know if I've yet to see if it's a very steep learning curve. It's just a new learning curve, you know, it's just new game, new mechanics. And so it'll be interesting to see how it evolves, and I definitely want to play it more. But in the meantime, it's definitely amazing fuel for fan art, of course. So that's kind of where I'm at, is just kind of enjoying it for that element, because like you have the amazing character designs of like, I still have yet to learn all the characters' names, but you have characters like there's this woman that's like a Sandman aesthetic type character. I don't know what her name is, but she looks so dope. And then you have like one of the newer characters they release as well, Celeste. She's absolutely gorgeous. I love her character design so much. Totally, I'm probably going to do some fan art for her as well. But yeah, just all around, really, really good fuel for art. And again, this one was just the first on my roster to get to because of how wonderful the voice actor for this guy is in real life. And I really do hope he streams some more. I would love to catch more of his streams. He seems like such a delightful person, and it was really fun watching that stream of his. And then, okay, I need to figure out how I need to do the hair on the like side of his head. Because it's like, yeah, he's kind of almost got like sideburns ish going on. I know it goes into the hair more, but I want to see his ears. I like his ears. Oh yeah, and then we'll have this be more of the hair that comes out. Yeah. Cute. Oh, that's all. Okay. My computer just has some battery it needs, because I have the same battery for like the plug for both my laptop and my iPad. But thankfully my iPad, I think, is on full charge, so we're good. My iPad will let me know when it needs it back, so we'll just keep doing a little back and forth with it. That's okay. But yeah, and then the collar kind of poofs up, and then yoink. And Yeah. But yeah, I want to try to get this done today on stream so that way I can send it over to the voice actor and have something for him. And then I'm thinking my next art project, especially for like my streaming platform, is probably going to end up being what's it called? I want to make like an actual reference sheet for my PNG tuber, like my little Sona character. Because I'm getting to a point now where I'm using Twitch enough that I have a lot of art streamers that I'm following that I'm getting close to their little like their channel point redeems. A lot of them have like art redeems that you can do where they'll draw stuff for you. And so it's like I was realizing as I'm getting closer to being able to redeem those things, I was like, oh shoot, I need to like have an actual reference for my character, because that's what I kind of want to mainly get fan art of, is like my little Sona or whatever. And so I'm like, I need a little bit more than just the upper half and some doodles here and there on my announcements. So I want to do that. I want to actually get an actual reference sheet made for my little Sona character. So I'm going to do that, and I think it'll be good too, because that'll be good for me as well, just in general, to have that reference made. And then I'm thinking, because like I really do like my little X-Men emblem, what's it called, profile picture that I have on most of my socials, or most of my like active socials or whatever. But I was thinking about it, I'm like, I really should have like an actual like my own art like profile picture or icon symbol or something that I make for me. Oh, also I need to redo this hand. An actual, like, look at my hand reference. Here we go. So let's get this a little more better. There we go. And then hand. There we go. Nice. Okay, that's a little better formed out. There we go. All right, this finger's a little too big. Okay. But yeah, I'm feeling good, because I like, my main thing again is that it's like, that's why I pivoted so quickly to doing game streams, is because I kind of just wanted to stay frequent and like, steady with my streams, especially with trying to hit Twitch affiliate, which we're getting pretty close. I've got the follower count that I need. I've gotten like, the whole thing of having to stream on separate days and stuff like that. That's completely good for me to go. So literally the last thing I need is just more solid viewership, which I know comes with, just comes with time, comes with exposure. And I've been fortunate enough to interact with some really great streamers and stuff like that, which has been so nice. Like the biggest help definitely so far has been like Blue Bites You. They're so wonderful and nice. And their community is just the same. So that is definitely one that I'm fortunate enough to have made a connection with, which is so nice. That's been one of my favorite things I think about slowly building up my own platform, has been the amazing community that exists here, especially for like Twitch streamers in general seem, obviously not everybody is perfect, but at least a lot of the art streamers that I've interacted with have definitely been, very kind and wonderful. And I've just been interacting with, a lot of art streamers more and more, and like trying to get their insight on what they've been doing. And I think the biggest thing for me is, is just staying consistent. So that's what I've just kind of been focusing on, is just staying consistent, trying to post whenever I'm streaming, other than my normal, my normal like Wednesday 2 to 4:30 streams that I normally do. Those are always going to happen no matter what. But Thankfully, you know, I don't have like a ton of like work that I have to do when it comes to my real life job that I have. All right, nice. Yeah, that seems okay. Oh, well, yeah, that's fine. Cool. All right, and then this little wrap that he has around his waist. Oh, erase that. And yoink. But yeah, just trying to stay consistent with art streams and figure out like what I can do while I'm on stream as far as what I want to draw. And so for the most part, it's kind of just been aimless. Well, not even actually. A lot of what I was drawing at the beginning of my art streams were a lot of intentionally done like assets and stuff like that for my socials and for Twitch and everything like that, which is super good. That's kind of what I wanted to do, was just like not even show off, just be able to have a behind the scenes look at the process of going through all of those different things and building those assets. Because before I really started doing what I'm doing, I had thought that I would be able to just set everything up beforehand, but of course, as anybody that does stream knows, you have to be Twitch affiliate to unlock all those things. And so now I'm like, all right, cool. I'll just go ahead and stream the process of making those things in the meantime, so that way when I do become Twitch affiliate, then I will be able to have shown off the process for, you know, making all those different things, which is fun. I like that. I like that part of being able to show off that pre-production process. And also being able to, what's it called? Also being able to, oh, I completely lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me later. But yeah, I have just kind of been in a mode of wanting to have these be something. Oh, that's what I was saying, is that these, being consistent with these is also not only something for becoming Twitch affiliate, but also being able to have something that keeps me consistent when it comes to drawing. Because I really miss drawing as regularly as I used to, and I think a lot of artists can probably relate to that. Just that realm of, life be lifing, and, adult things happen as far as just, having to work and pay bills and do all the things that we need to do as adults. And it can be a lot. And, I want to prioritize doing art and interacting with the community of artists that exists, especially here on this platform, and especially since, and I talked about this before on past streams, but just the fact that there's a lot going on in the realms of just ridiculousness when it comes to a lot of other not streaming platforms, a lot of other social platforms that are not exactly conducive to good social art experience, like social media for artists, because of the BS that is AI, generative AI. So that's been something that's been kind of a bummer, but thankfully I feel like I've been building up better traction on, like, here on Blue Sky. Those two have kind of been my main socials that I've stuck with. And so it's been good. I've been enjoying those, and like making some drawings for those, because I'm like, I know that in order to build a following a bit better, I should probably try to do and focus on some more realms of like fan art and stuff like that. But like me, with like my media consumption is all over the place, so I'm like, okay, how do I nail this down a little bit, because my tastes in media are all over the frickin' place. And so it's like I've been needing to kind of nail it down a bit more. And so I'm thinking that something that I can kind of be in a better place with when it comes to creating art for something specific, I guess, is probably Dungeons and Dragons. Do some more stuff in that realm. Even if it's just like little art studies and practice and stuff like that. All right, hold on. This little piece is pretty close on this. Let me actually do it on a separate layer so I can go whoop. And then we'll erase this. There we go. Yeah, because that's also something that I would like to try to stay consistent with is Dungeons and Dragons as well, which anybody that plays Dungeons and Dragons knows the woes of adult life mixed in with oh, and then he has another metal piece that's higher up. I didn't notice that. Okay, it's like right about here. All right, yep, cool. Nice. Ah, nice. I like that. Oh, did not mean to alpha lock that. But yeah, I've been thinking something else I might do for something that I'm going to be art streaming about is what's it called? I want to like create a new kind of campaign for the people that I want to DM for in real life, because, you know, again, adult things happen, and, you know, we make the most of it. And so I was like, okay, so obviously a more traditional, like, what's a good word? Linear storyline telling of, you know, just trying to stick with one big campaign is not really the best move for where everybody's at. And so I'm like, okay, I need to rework this in a way that works for everybody else. And so something I thought about, I was like, oh, you know what? I should work on creating a campaign that isn't really a campaign, and is just kind of a collection of one-shots within the same cast of characters and same world, and have it be set up in a narrative way that's more like they're part of like an adventuring guild, and have the story function that way, where they are, I guess, what's it called? Where they're going on these little adventures, like we'll have it be something that's regularly scheduled, and essentially tell everyone just like, hey, if you can make it, great. If you can't make it, that's fine. And have just every single session just be a self-contained one shot of, all right, cool, you're part of this guild. Here's the adventure that you are getting paid to go on. And so have that just kind of be the narrative that, you know, it narratively makes sense. That's like, oh, so-and-so wasn't here for this specific gig, and that's fine. And like, we'll be aware that that's something that's happening. But other than that, then from there, it's just like, okay, it's just a self-contained thing. And then just like, you know, occasionally have reoccurring NPCs and like have an awareness of the world in a sense that, you know, you'll occasionally get a job from the same person, and like having a recollection of how they've interacted with certain characters and such like that. But yeah, something along that way and vein of operating. And then I thought what would be cool as well would just kind of be to have like utilize some of my time while I'm streaming to kind of create some little visuals and notes for everything that I want to do for that. And like draw out some NPCs and stuff like that, and make some notes, and maybe kind of like slowly draw in that kind of like D&D fantasy nerd crowd that way, which I think could be fun because I love interacting with people that like talking about that kind of stuff. So that would be nice if I could do that and kind of start focusing on making more art like that. And see what people think, or like being able to have that live audience to be like, hey, what do you guys think? Is this a good story concept? Is this a good one-shot concept? Because I have, being a perma DM, it's like I've got all of these little, you know, start off points of these little one-shot ideas. So I'm like, why not just make a big campaign where essentially I just have this like guild concept, essentially, where it's like, okay, you guys make your characters, I'll create like a kind of guild system that you're a part of, and then essentially, you know, you'll interact with your home base, and then from there go out and interact with the world and kind of do the storytelling that way, so that way it still keeps flowing even if people can or can't make it. And I think that would be a little less pressure on everybody as well, which I think is also good. But yeah, I think that could be something fun to do when I'm streaming, is to delve into those concepts. Gotta get some comfortable seating here. I like how this is turning out. Oh, I need to like have that connect actually. There we go. There we go. All right. And what else? Yeah, we'll do kind of a pillowing-ish. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, either way, I am just kind of more so just happy to be back into the art streaming again. Because again, that was where I wanted my attention to be at, was with art, because that's where my main love and focus is, and why I wanted to stream in the first place. Oh, I have this fan on to make sure that my laptop doesn't overheat, which it's doing a really good job at. I'm grateful that I set that up that way. But there's a mirror that's like hanging off of just a very precarious little nail that's right beside me, and occasionally the mirror will move. And so it's like I'm seeing movement in my peripherals, but it's like not actual movement, it's just the mirror moving around. It's scaring the crud out of me. But that's fine. But yeah, so the stuff on the kind of docket for now is just to kind of get back into the swing of things and test the quality of what it's got going on for my my stream, just with some fan art. And then yeah, just like do some stuff for a reference sheet for my persona, and then a profile picture / icon, and then D&D stuff. And then what else was there on the docket of what I wanted to do? Oh, I had something else that I wanted to try to do. Oh, what was it? Maybe that was it. I don't know what else I was thinking of doing. Oh, eventually getting to a point where I think that'll be, once we hit Twitch affiliate, that I'll start working on some emotes on stream, because I already have a ton of ideas for ones that I want to make. But being able to have a live audience that'll be like, oh, what if you did this? Like, that could be, having that live feedback could be good too. But I already have a good amount of ideas that once we hit Twitch affiliate, and once I get to that point of like, all right, cool, we're at a good place. I should add a little bit of the, yeah, I should add a little bit of that. Yeah, that looks nicer actually. Cool. Oh, I love how this is turning out. This is so cute. Oh, I love this pose so much. Okay, I'm gonna delete that because I have it done now. All right, and then I think I can turn this off while I'm doing some more line art. Yeah, this is a good hand as well. But yeah, so we'll work on some emotes and like get some more of like some channel art done as time goes along, like stuff for different assets for the channel. Because like one of the first things I like immediately thought of to have as a redeem was to do like a little drawing request redeem, and being able to have like stuff that I can post where it's like, these were the requests of the day and stuff like that, which I think could be fun. I would like that because I love drawing stuff for other people. It's like one of my favorite things, seeing the reactions of people be like, oh, can you draw this character? Or can you draw my character or something like that? It's fun. I think I can make these a little thinner, little fingies. Or just like sharper on the edges. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. All right, and then what else do we have to draw? We'll do what, like a separate layer for the texturings. Does he have anything else on his back or anything like that? I mean, I can't quite tell because he's under this coat and I'm drawing him without the coat. So we'll kind of just have to go from there. But yeah, I'll do a separate layer for the textured bits on him. So that way we can just quickly color in this line art bit when we get to that point. Thin this out a little bit more. Yeah. But yeah, the biggest thing for me is I really, really, really liked the pose I did for this one. Because the other ones are just more of an appreciation for, like, one of my favorite things I like about this character design is, like, the horns, and, like, the way the hair coloring is layered. Obviously, you can't really tell because it's all pixelated in this little reference image, but if you look up the character model, I'll pull up a better reference here in a bit, but to get a more close-up look at his character model for the face when I do these other ones, because right now it's mainly just the body. Oh, I needed to do the lines on this. There we go. Nice. Okay, and then I'll do a separate layer for these lines. Oh, how did I... Oh. Okay. Yeah, I guess that works, whatever. It's kind of just making it up as I go. Just kind of fudging a lot of this. Need to get better at doing more special in-depth textures like this. But we will have good time to do that as we get better in depth at doing some art stuff and art practice. Okay, let's see. We'll go... yeah, this feels right. That looks okay. Yeah. And then when we lower the opacity on that, then it'll just be, yeah. We'll color that line art in. Yeah. Oh, hold on. There we go. It's kind of a puffy texture. That works. Turn down the opacity a little bit, or not opacity, brightness on my screen, because my eyes are starting to hurt. Okay, we got his eyebrows. I think we got just about all the line art done for this one. I do want to kind of fix this hand up a little bit though. Yeah. Cool. Okay. And then we got the line art done for that one. So we'll move on to this one. I love the expression I did for this one. It's going to be a pain in the ass doing this sword. Like, look at how intricate this freaking sword is. It works. It totally, like, this sword is perfect for this character. But, like, look at all that. Goodness. Yeah, having to draw these fancy little... all those fancy little metal works. It's going to be interesting. But it's fine. Oh, I did like what I did before, where I kind of... Whoa! I don't know where that just shot me on my canvas. No, kind of like that more. Yeah. Or, no, it was more of a... How did I do it? I went like... Oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah, I guess that works. Just kind of making stuff up. If it looks fine, then whatever. Alright, and then... His face is a little more square. There we go. And then we got the hand kind of doing its thing. All right, let me get this fancy little finger. There we go. And then how do I have the fingers here? Yeah, that works. Yeah. Oh, too large of an eraser. Then he has this cool little ring. And then is it more of a... like... oh, where is it? There it is. It's just pixels at this point, so a lot of this stuff I'm just gonna kind of make up as I go. Because whatever, it's my drawing, I can do what I want. There we go. And thumb. Nice, okay. And... sweet. Should probably have this extend a little farther into the sleeve so it looks like it makes sense. I'm loving this. I don't know, I'm probably gonna do a pretty, like, simple when it comes to the coloring. At the end of the day, I need to get better at rendering. I really need to. I really want to. That's what I really need to focus on framing it as, is that I really want to get a better sense of what I want to do with my style, because I feel confident in my, like, sketching ability and my line art ability as well. But yeah, my coloring and honestly non-existent rendering, I definitely want to get stronger at. Because I like where my style is generally. But I definitely want to... I know there's room for improvement. So that'll also be something that ends up happening, is some art studies and stuff like that on stream, just to get to a better point for that specifically. Do some like specific studies as far as rendering different types of materials, or just overall studies to just get into a good groove. Because good artists continually improve. Thankfully, I have some nice materials and stuff like that that I have within my wheelhouse of like fun brushes that I use and stuff like that, that I'll get there. I know I will. That ear's exposed. So we'll go like that. And then... Sweet. Okay, and then the ear. Work. Yeah. The angle works on that. I wonder if the music is just glitching out in my headphones or if it's also glitching out on stream. I hope not. Okay. We've been holding steady all stream today, which it makes me very happy. All right. And then I also remembered to post that I'm live on my Blue Sky, which I'm always forgetting. So I'm glad I didn't. All right. But yeah, I have a nice stream schedule this week as far as more than just my regular Wednesday, which, what's my other stream that I'm going to be doing? Sunday from 9 to 2 p.m. 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Yeah, getting some good time in this week, which I'm grateful for. You know, I could probably have the head pop out a bit further. But I also was thinking, because like there was a good roster of games that I did have lined up for if I wasn't able to figure out my art stream setup, that at some point I think there might be some days where it's like, you know, I gotta sometimes take breaks from drawing like any artist. And so I think it could be good to have that set up just of like, hey, you know, we're gonna take it easy and just do a little game stream this week or something like that. So that'll be good to have in my back pocket as far as like other streaming content I can do and stuff I can also maybe do with like other streamers or just other people to have that be something. Okay, so when he's got his jacket on, there's like a lot going on. So he has like he's got like this happening with his inner shirt. Right, and then oh yeah, and then this bit goes kind of weird. Yeah. And then he's also got like I don't know if it's like a chain or something like that that's like stretched across. Yeah. Something like that. I don't like how close that is to the hand. Hold on. I think we'll just have it be just the strand itself. Yeah, that feels nicer. All right, and then the jacket kind of goes at an arch. And this is mainly blocked by the hand, so we'll have it be right there. Liking the strength of this line work. Oh, wait, that reminds me. I also need to do the upper line art for this bit and do like a nice little bold outline around it. Because I like having that. It's more of a stylistic choice, but I think it looks nice having that kind of sticker outline almost. It also adds a little more line variety, which is nice. Nice, okay. Dude, this song, oh my god, I legit, like the actual just regular one from, I was about to say Undertale, Deltarune. I listened to that on when I used to have Spotify, because I don't have it anymore. I use YouTube Premium for all my music needs now. But when I used to have Spotify, I legit listened to Big Shot, like both versions, like the calmer one and then like the battle version, so much so that like Toby Fox was like my #1 artist for like I think 2 years ago or something like that. Oh my gosh, that song I listen to so often. I just love the way that it sounds. I love all the funky little noises and how Like, just sounds good. And I love it in any form. So I was like hearing this and I was like, oh yes, this is the anthem. Le anthem. Spamton's such a... I love Spamton as a character. Such a unique design. And I love that both him and Tenya? Is that how his name is pronounced? The TV head character from the last or like latest chapter of Deltarune. I like that their characters were so intertwined, just like that aspect of like technology. And like, because I think what like Spamton's supposed to be like spam emails or whatever, but he also kind of like has a lot of just overall referencing to like phones and stuff like that, and like just older technology. So I like when characters have that kind of aesthetic referencing to them, especially because of the fact that like a lot of Deltarune's characters have a lot of tie-ins to like just physical objects as far as their characters in Deltarune specifically, which is cool. Yeah, Toby Fox really knows how to make some iconic characters, that's for sure. It's so funny anytime I see anything talked about when it comes to like his art books, or just like his art direction in general, because a lot of the, like, you look up any of his like pre-production work when it comes to like his little drawings he'll give to, I think Temmie's the artist for pretty much everything, and all the little sketches Toby Fox will give to Temmie, it's like, dude, you nailed it. Like, you know exactly, like it's not like the most perfect picture, but like you've drawn and sketched a little doodle in a way that it's like, yeah, that's just them. You've captured their energy perfectly. Which, like, seeing stuff like that, I think really helps boost my overall personal artist morale, because I'm like, I just need to make shit, you know? I just need to make shit. I just need to sit down and make something. Whether I think it's good or not, I just need to commit myself to just sitting here and making something. And art streaming has really helped me, I think, within that. Because at the end of the day, it's like this, I'm doing this mainly just to be consistent with myself, of like, you have these few times throughout the week where it's like, you know, I wish that I could just, you know, freaking just sit in my room in my little cave and just draw constantly. Like, that's the dream, you know, with that combined with, but then I also think about like, there's so many of these like videos that I watch on just like overall like creative mindset and process, where it talks about how like, it talks about other creatives and their processes, and I'm like, you know, there also is a balance to it that you need to strike sometimes, where it's like, but I also really like playing D&D and interacting with people and going to the arcade and playing DDR and watching movies, that it's like there's a lot of other fun things I like to spend my time doing, you know, eating simple but really yummy food, and, you know, being outside every now and then when the weather's nice, going swimming. Freaking love swimming. I can't wait for it to get warm. Playing video games. Like, there's so much other stuff that there's like so many like ways I love spending my time, and art is definitely one of the biggest ones, like one of the ones that I care about the most, I think. But I also have to kind of remind myself, and I think that it's good that I have things structured the way I do, especially when it comes to art streaming, so that way I kind of get a couple birds with one scone. Feed a few birds with one scone. Just kind of be able to have time that I can commit myself to have time for art, and also engaging socially, like media socially. Because I'm terrible when it comes to like an upload schedule or anything like that. Like, I still have old VODs that I need to upload to YouTube. Because I just have so much stuff that just goes on that it's like, I'll space on it, and then it's time for bed. Like, what do I do? So it's just like, you know what? Just focus on what I can do. Focus on what I do and what I enjoy doing. You know, and obviously, you know, still take time and focus on, you know, taking care of myself, because that's of course important, but it can also is something that can be pretty easily caught up in the mix of everything. But, you know, we do what we can. We make as much time as we can for as much as we can. But I want to prioritize this. I want to prioritize drawing because it's really important to me. I really enjoy it, and it's something that I don't want to get rusty at. You know, I want to continue to refine and get better at, and continue to interact with people, because I do have opportunities that I can lean into when it comes to like doing stuff more officially, when it comes to like school and stuff like that, which I think I will get into exploring again at some point. But life just be life, and sometimes, and it's like I don't want to get too caught up in that. I want to be able to have time to set aside for the things that I really care about. And if I can build a really cool community that way, you know, that's all the better. I want to leave the door open for that, because I was watching, you know, just normal doom scrolling things and watching stuff. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that so much. Oh, that looks so nice. See how that helps? Oh, you know what? I'm also going to add a little bit more depth onto the line of the overlapping leg, so it kind of defines itself a little more. Yeah, that'll be good. But yeah, I was like watching this video while I was doom scrolling. Something came across my feed that essentially was like, oh crap, what was I talking about? Lost it for a second. I got excited with how it was looking. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Oh, we should do that for the arm a little bit too. Crap, what was it? There was a video I saw that I was gonna talk about. I don't know. Just overall, just trying to make time in my life for the things that I care about, while like just trying to strike an overall balance of everything that's happening in the world and in my own personal life right now. Crap, there was something that I was going to talk about. It was so good, but I guess not. But yeah, just I guess circling back just to earlier talking points, just trying to stay consistent with myself and be okay with that. Because sometimes that's all that I can do, which is good. Oh wait, how does this work on his shoulder? Oh, it just kind of okay. I understand it now. Yeah. There we go. I love this royal red that he's got going on. It's very nice. Oh, I love the line art that I did for this. This looks so cute. Nice. Okay, and then it's got like a swoop thing going on here. Oh, I did that. I didn't even need to straighten that out with Procreate. That worked out really nicely. Okay. Okay, I've got his arm kind of funkily set up. It's the sword. The sword's the thing that's gonna kill me, and I'm gonna like save that till the very end, honestly. Okay. Oh yeah, that was another thing I found out about this voice actor when I was looking into other roles that he did, because I was like, you know what, if he got cast to do this, I guarantee you he's done a lot of other really cool voice work. And I found a couple different random things from stuff that I have seen or at least heard about, and obviously a lot of stuff that I had no clue about, but one of the ones that I had no idea about but I'm super duper into is he is the English voice actor for one of the freaking the night fairy cookie. And I was like, oh my god, what? How did I not realize that this was him. That's another thing I should probably do some more fan art for, is some cookie run fan art, because oh, designs in that game are crispy. There's a lot of really cool lore stuff that's always happening in that game. I love the designs of those guys. I should do, it'd be, you know what would be a fun thing to explore to get myself some more practice when it comes to like furry art and stuff like that, is to do some like furry designs for those guys, especially with all the really cool character designs and like clothes and stuff that they've got going on. I think that would be a good time, a good use of my art ability. Nice. Okay. All right, let's just, oh, this sword. Okay. I'm gonna do the easy part first and just shoop and shoop. Okay. Get that part done first, get it out of the way just to start. First step is always the hardest, so we've taken it. I didn't want to erase all of it. I wanted to remark this. There we go. Okay, and then... oh, hold on. But yeah, doing these streams is something that I think is really good for my brain, because it gets me into a mode of like, okay, I want to do things. I've been like catching up on more series. Previous stream I talked about how excited it was because I finally am caught up with all of the Gachi Yakura anime. That shit is peak. I definitely need to do some fan art for that as well. That shit is so good. Okay, and then erase that here and here. And then we'll move that away. Okay, perfect. Nice. Okay, now this crazy ass elaborate handle that he's got going on. This is definitely something. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I totally missed this bit of the sword. Okay, hold on. So it's got that bit, and then it's got right below it is like a... I did not realize that was there. Okay. Totally missed that. But yeah, I get into a better mode of like actually wanting to like complete things and finish things and like get into a mode of like just doing things. And so I've been watching a lot and like catching up a lot with series that I've been wanting to catch up on, a lot of like, especially anime. There's a lot of really great anime that I've been delving back into and like wanting to finish what I've started with a lot of series. Ooh, that's like, okay, that'll probably be these bits. Are... oh, the sleeve's like open. Hold on. Oh wait, wrong layer. Hip. He's got like some fancy ass gold buttons. But yeah, doing this is good for multiple reasons. That it's like, okay, I have set aside time for art. I have, oh, and he also has undersleeves. Crap. Oh, I'm so glad I realized that now. Right. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Fixed it. It's fine. We remembered. Okay. Okay. And then he's got like a glove on the other hand, so that'll be okay. Oh, I do want to... this is a little sharp. I want to round that out a little. There we go. Nice. Oh, this is looking so good. I enjoy this a lot. But yeah, I've been getting through some other animes. Ones that I have right now again, caught up, got Gyakata. Need to make some bomb ass fan art for that. I've been trying to actually get through, because like the My Hero Vigilante series dropped a while ago, and you know, I don't need to delete this away. I need to save this here. The My Hero series dropped a while. My Hero Vigilante series dropped a while ago, and I have yet to actually have gotten officially through the actual My Hero anime. So I'm like trying to sit myself down and actually get through all of that before I start Vigilantes. Even though I've already started reading the Vigilantes manga, and already prefer that over the base My Hero franchise to begin with. And what's so funny is and I totally was like, okay, when I was reading the manga, I was like, there's some extra seasoning and flavor in this, like I can feel it. And wouldn't you know, when I got done and getting to like the little extra tidbits in the Vigilantes manga, I instantly recognized the fact that there's two side characters, and I totally forgot what their names are, but I knew it instantly, is that they were a little nod reference to Cyclops and Wolverine. And I instantly clocked it. I was like, there's something about these characters that I completely recognize and love so much. And then when I got to the end, turns out the person that wrote this specific Vigilante series in the My Hero universe, turns out this writer is a Marvel fan. And I was like, no wonder this shit is so peak and like has a little extra flavor that feels specific. Like I really enjoy it for me. Like I'm like, there's something that's speaking to me, like My Hero, because I love most hero media to begin with, and it's like, okay, there's something about this Vigilante series that speaks to me in a better and deeper level than the original My Hero franchise did, and I don't know what it is. And as soon as I was reading about this person that wrote the Vigilantes storyline, I was like, of course, that's why, because your frame of reference is the peakness that is old Marvel comics. And like the fact that they reference and they have a little guys in there that are X-Men characters, I'm like, oh, you know, not only do you know the peak that is Marvel, you know the specific Marvel peak that is the X-Men. So seeing that, and like I guess technical spoiler warning, because it is still a quote unquote fairly new series, the fact that I was able to also instantly clock that, I was like, oh, that guy, that first quote unquote, like that first vigilante character that we meet, I was like, that motherfucker doesn't have any powers. I knew he was one of the few people that didn't have powers in this world. And it was so like, oh god, the way that story is written, I'm like, this is what I love to see from like any form of hero media, because I love superhero media so much. And like between that, like my two favorite types of media are fantasy media and superhero media. And when it comes to both, what I love about both respectively in their genres is when they do more slice of life content in the realms that we get to see the normal side of things. We get to see like, you know, scenes like, especially like, that's why X-Men is one of my favorites when it comes to Marvel, or why like series like Delicious in Dungeon, why certain moments in certain fantasy animes, I love like isekais and stuff like that. Like one of my favorite isekais is it's like delicious, it's not, what is it? It's like, oh crap, the name, it's totally escaping me, but it's essentially, it's this isekai where this guy gets isekai'd into this fantasy world, and he has this like ability to access this little like shopping menu, and like online shopping menu, and like he just makes food. Like it's like an isekai that feels like something that has the flavors of Delicious in Dungeon, where it's like he's constantly just cooking for his little party of familiars and creatures, and it's most of the time it's very slice of life because of that. And then it still has elements where it's like they're fighting monsters, they're doing and interacting in the fantasy economy, and like traveling and like going, but most of their traveling and like most of the reason why they're doing what they're doing is to be able to go and find new ingredients for food. So it's like stuff like that within fantasy, and then stuff where like in superhero media where it's like, how do these characters use their powers in the day to day? What do they need to do? I love hearing about like little statistical and like stuff where like, okay, like Dispatch. Dispatch is a peak media that everybody should enjoy, and I enjoy so thoroughly because like we get to see that mediocrity in these fantastical worlds in media sources like that, and it's my favorite thing ever. And so like even right now, like drawing Deadlock fan art, like one of my favorite things I love seeing from that is like catching the voice actor stream and like getting to kind of get a feel for like, okay, who are these characters, not just as characters but like as people, you know, like how do they spend their like Friday afternoons when there's nothing to fight and there's like everything's calm. Like I love thinking about things where it's like, you know, like one of my favorite series is within Marvel obviously is X-Men, but I also love the like more intensive characters like the Punisher, like Daredevil, Spider-Man. Like I love most of the characters within it, but I love watching these characters that, you know, have a lot of these complex, intensive stories and backstories, and then being able to watch them where it's like, you know, like Frank Castle's a softie for like, you know, like kids and dogs, and like is able to interact with them in a way like there's just certain things where it's like you see that part of them where it's like when they're not in fight or flight, when you just get to see them at a point of like they're calm, they're okay, and they're just interacting with the world as a quote unquote normal person, so to speak, as a more calm centered person, and like being able to just like, what do they like making for breakfast, what like, you know, what is their favorite, you know, holiday or time of the year or season or weather or environment. Like I love knowing that type of stuff about characters because to me it adds so much depth. And even if it's like in certain medias where it's like, you know, most of the time we get like little joke tidbits when it comes to like video game character type medias where it's like, you know, they'll have their little emotes or they'll have little references to like little joke things, but it's like I love knowing those types of things where like one of the things off the top of my head is like Reaper in Overwatch, like the little running tidbit, like little joke where it's like he's a sucker for chocolate chip cookies. I'm like, I love that shit. I eat that shit up. Give me all of those random little lore crumbs. I love those so much. And I love that too for the realms of like when it comes to fan bases and fandoms where you have people that get so involved and so in love with these characters and the worlds and the stories that it's like they start inventing all those little crumbs of like, okay, well, from this big moment or from these small moments, I can probably pretty well conclude, or I feel like they would like this, or they would do this, or if they were put in this calm scenario, that this is how they would behave. Like, you know, because like you have like like alternate universe culture where it's like, okay, well, what if we put these characters into just like a regular college setting, a regular job setting? Like, how would they behave? Basically, how would they behave without all of the intensive trauma? And it's like that in itself, I think, is a funny concept, but it's also something where it's like, I know that there's an overall allure to that kind of stuff. And I am just sat here rambling away because I'm so scared of drawing this sword. Okay, I just need to lock in. I got this. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to sketch out a kind of little outline for me to go off of to be able to get this right. Just like a outline. Yeah. Yeah, we can do this. Yeah, because then I can move that. Oy. Okay. All right. Large. Okay. Okay. It's a bit better. I do think I did kind of mess up the metrics of this sword, because... Alright, let me fix this up a little bit, because I think I messed up where the bits of the sword are. Because it goes like this for that like handlebar piece to meld into it, right? Because it's like part of the blade? Oh, not really. Oh, it's like more at the base. Ooh. We'll shrink that down a little bit, I guess, to make it make sense. And then right above that. Okay, so right above that. If anything, this little bit that I had right here is kind of more so where that first kind of indent happens. Yeah. Honestly, what's crazy is I'm like thinking about more of like different medias that are like superhero type media-esque that delves into that kind of style, where it's like I love seeing the like just the day-to-day routine. And honestly, I think a franchise that I wish had a more of something like that, which we get a little bit from like in Arcane, is like, you know, the League of Legends franchise. Like obviously they have plenty of games and stuff like that, and is it kind of shaped like that? Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Yeah, that works. Okay, this handlebar is gonna be the death of me. Okay, it's okay. We got this. We got this. We got this. So the piece that goes over, we'll just do the handle first. Just focus on the handle first. Yeah, just focus on that first. There we go. There we go. But like the League of Legends franchise and what Arcane did for it in the realms that it's like we got to see these characters much more in depth is like, I wish, and I probably should look into it because I bet you there is already a media of like what I'm thinking of. Oh, I need the sketch as well. Hold on. The sketch. Oh. Hold on. Let me grab all of this. Nope. Grab all of this. But like, I want to see, like, we get some interactions with the... Oh, don't color fill. Let's see. We'll kind of turn them like that. No. If anything, I need to turn them down more. Maybe not. Right where he's at is fine, I guess. If anything, I should take all of these layers and move them a bit more this way. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Oh, did I like... Oh, I made that completely wonky. Hold on. Oh, that fixed it. But like one of the the League of Legends franchise games that I want to re-download is I think it's like called Runeterra, and it has a lot of those characters, because like I know there's a lot of obviously like, and probably justified, bad rep around like is that the shape it is? Yeah. Rep when it comes to what's it called, League of Legends, and again probably rightfully so. I just have not been active enough on the internet for long enough to really make a judgment call, I don't think. And so, you know, for me it's something where it's like, in theory I think I would like it, because I do like just the variety of characters that exist, but in its execution I also feel like I probably wouldn't, just because of the community that's makes up it, I guess. And honestly, it's like that's something where it's like I'm kind of on the fence, kind of not, because I'm like that's kind of what deters me and deters a lot of people, I think, from certain like medias, and then they'll get into it themselves and be like, "Hey, I actually really enjoy this as an individual." It's just unfortunate that the community that makes it up is not exactly one that's, you know, very just very conducive to having bad, you know, just bad rap. Okay, so that goes like that. And then, oh, this complex ass handle. Okay. It's okay. We got this. We got this. I can figure this out. All right. And then, all right, then this part of the shape goes there. Damn you, Apollo. Damn them for giving you such a cool, complex sword design that I now have to draw. Okay, okay, and then that goes into the piece. Okay, the bottom part goes up and around. And then the other piece on the front goes up into this. Okay. All right. Oh, this complex ass sword. Okay. So it kind of goes like that. Yeah. And then it comes back down and back into this shape. It goes up. All right. And then that goes... also goes into that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna fudge a lot of this because, oh my goodness, this is so complex. All right, that works. And then, how the hell does this work? I don't know. We're just kind of going with it. All right, and then Pikachu, do whatever the hell they're doing. I don't know how to do that shit. That's what I feel like right now. I don't know what that meme is technically for, but that audio, I can hear it in my brain. It's like that's how I feel right now. Okay. All right. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get, as far as I can understand it.
Hey, kid.
All right, and then we'll erase.
Want to see a magic trick?
All right.
First, hold out your soul. Good. Now, hold still.
What a wild song, like, tidbit to have in there. Okay, I think that it captures the complexity fairly well. Okay, I'm seriously, this mirror is tripping me out. I'm gonna move it. Hold on. One sec, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna just move this mirror real quick. Okay, I'm back. That mirror was seriously tripping me out, though. Okay. Now we're at a good point with the sword. I think it's also kind of like attached to this in this way as well. This will be very interesting to do all the metal work texturing on this. That's later me's problem. Right now, we gotta do the hand. Yeah. Goodness, Apollo, you and your complex ass sword. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna have to do a little sketch to get a better hand going in here. So let me see. That's this hand. So, oh, I have my little pencil I can hold to reference it. Okay, so the thumb. Okay, it's kind of got that going on. All right, and then fingies, and pinky. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that works. And then he's got that like fancy ass glove thing going on, right? Yeah. Okay. And then perfect. That's got that little button or whatever. Cool. He has a little fencing glove. And then the sleeve technically goes over it. So we'll have that be there. And then... yeah. Nice. And then... does that work? Technically, yeah. Okay. Oh, actually, we'll have that a little lighter, or not lighter, a little more defined, and then that way we can go over... yeah. Cool. Oh, this will be an interesting thing to outline around. Wait, why is that like that? Oh, right, because the sleeve. Oh, I did that weird. Hold on. Let me fix this. Okay, I see where it's being weird. Okay. Nice, okay. So many video games and things. So many medias to consume. I'm just like drawing and like, I'm drawing a thing from a video game and then my brain's like thinking about video games and it's like, oh, so many fun games I want to play. I've got Baldur's Gate, which I love so much. I got like all the Monster Prom games. Love the art style in those. Yeah. So many cool video games, but drawing still does take a little bit out of me, so I'm gonna kind of focus on just getting through some drawings and some art, so I have some stuff to post to social so I can start getting a little bit of traction built up. Yeah. Because Blue Sky's a new platform, and so I gotta commit myself to getting some stuff done. So that way I have stuff to post. But yeah, I think that a good thing to make some art for will be stuff related to D&D, so I can get a decent following going for something that I actually can see myself committing to when it comes to drawing stuff. Okay. Yeah. Then let me bring down this sketch layer a little more and take away that. I should probably fix this sleeve up a bit. Angle it a little differently. Nice, okay. Oh yeah, I like that fold. That works. Okay, now we gotta add the sword back in and erase parts of the sword. Okay. And then also erase some of this. Oh, wait, what part of the drawing? Oh, it's the arm. I had that on a separate layer, so it would make it easier. What do you know? Okay. Yeah, I should probably keep the sword separate from the body still, just so that way I can identify it a bit better. But look at that, did the line art for that. That's nice. Okay. Now we're gonna do, you know what, I need to follow this through actually. Yeah. Because that part's gonna be exposed. Cool. And then, oh, we got all the fancy stuff on here. Okay, he's got like a, gotta draw some more details. So he's got this little badge, which isn't too difficult to draw. Very simple shape, thankfully. Oh. Hup, hup. There we go. And then that's kind of like angled a bit on here. Where's that? It's like right here. And then just a little bit of texturing. Oh wait, it's like that. So that's part of that. Good. And there. Oh, does that go all the way up? Oh, it goes all the way up. Hold on. There we go. Fancy lad. And then, oh, he's got that like school's emblem on his side of his sleeve. Okay, so thankfully it's not really that exposed, so I can kind of hide it back here. Yeah, like that, and then it's a little bit of a triangle. Yeah, that's all that's really exposed, thankfully. Oh, and then his hand's covering up where the other one is. Oh, I love how I save myself from having to do all those details. Okay, any other details I need to add that are visible? Oh, does he have like, okay, I was like, I just realized I didn't know if he had like little earring studs or anything like that, but thankfully he doesn't, so we don't gotta worry about it. Okay, let's draw these details in. And we might make these some colored line art tidbits as well. But we'll see. Yeah, okay. And then, oh, this little badge. Okay. All right, and then if I erase... Oh, wait, just this bit. There we go. Oh, and I totally forgot to erase this bit here. Nice. Okay. I think that's everything for the line art there, and now we just do the big outline bit. All right. Okay. This is my the most therapeutic part, is doing the outline tidbit in the line art. Okay, but I say as I am about to go into doing this like sword. But thankfully I should have a decent idea of how this is all layered out for an outline. Okay. Yeah, we got it. We got it. I'm so happy that my laptop, I was so worried about it because like yesterday I had tried to just have like everything running and look how it would see how it would run and everything like that with OBS, and my laptop got so freaking hot and I was like, oh dude, if this thing like blows up on stream, then that'll be so sad. So I was like, okay, how can I solve this problem? And I like looked up behind it and noticed the little desk fan. I was like, ooh, if I just set it and keep it running under the base of this laptop, that should hopefully help. And what do you know? I think it is, because now it's got a super powered fan. Oh, wait. There we go. It's got a nice big fan keeping it cool. So thankfully it seems like we're doing all right. And I think that this will definitely be the fairly permanent solution so far to the issues, at least until I can call my uncle, who is the one that built the PC that I have, and let him know what's going on and be like, hey, you are the tech guy that built me the PC that I have. Can you tell me what do I need to get or do to solve this issue? Because the laptop that I have does not exactly have the proper like heftiness to it, so like again it overheats if I don't have this little fan situation going on, whereas like, you know, the big bulky PC, it's like it's supposed to run all these programs at the same time. It's just it was having issues with the Wi-Fi signal and being able to hold it stably. So it's like, dude, thankfully I figured this situation out where I can do it properly and it runs totally fine. But yeah, we shall see though. Because I'm like, dude, I have this bulky and cool PC and I want to be able to like, because it'll give me a hard time sometime when I'm playing online games too. And so it's like, I want to play Deadlock, I want to play some Rivals, I want to play these cool games with cool people. And it's like, if my PC can't, you know, it's got the hardware to run and store all this bulky stuff, but if it can't hold a stable connection to Wi-Fi, then it's like, well, okay. So for now, it's just big fan next to my little laptop, and it's doing its best, and I'm very proud of it. But I'm like glaring at my PC. It's like, this was supposed to be your job, not my little laptop's job. But it's aight. It's aight. We keep schmoving. If life keep lifing, we just gotta keep moving. And so thankfully this works, because most of my art I do on my iPad anyways. And, you know, I'm not in a big enough space yet to really comfortably access the like big bulky drawing tablet I have. So either way, we gotta wait for a while. Oh, I have it like, hold on. The sword should not be there. There we go. Oh, you know what? And actually, I should probably have this line go ahead of it because the sword's in the back. But yeah, laptop is holding strong. I'm gonna check the bottom of it though to see how the temperature is. It's pretty warm, but yeah, this fan that I have right next to it, I think is definitely helping it for sure, taking the brunt of the load, which is good. I'm glad that I set that up the way I did because it did crash yesterday when I tried to have all the programs running because I have to have the little PNG Tuber Plus running to, you know, have my little avatar react properly. And then I also have to have YouTube open for music and then another program for catching my, like, you know, drawing stream. And then what else? And then OBS, of course, running on its own, doing its thing. But yeah, laptop is holding strong, and I have such mad respects for that. Okay, I think that's everything. Yeah. What is this little tidbit here? Okay, yeah, that should be that. And then... Nice, okay. Oh, I forgot to do the other half of the blush on his face on this one. There we go. And then does he have... I'll look at his face as a close-up later. Oh, and then I need to erase this. There we go. Nice, okay. There's some little details I don't mind, like the little ring and all the little badges and stuff like that. But this sword, man, should probably have it outlined like this for being in front of him. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I like these. Okay, and then the last one, we'll move this here. Bam. Okay, and then this can all get grouped together. And this is just like a fun little expression just to take up the rest of this space below here. Okay, and his little hair floop. Nice, okay. And then, yeah, right, okay. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I like this. Okay. Oh, you know what I should do? I should actually, hold on. There's a way I can actually add, yeah, so that this way I can have the full image be shown while I'm zoomed in. Yeah, I like this. Okay. I totally forgot that's an option, so that way I can see it in its entirety. Okay. Is that about the base of the other ear? Almost. Hold on. Boom. Okay. And then other ear goes to about right there. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Nice. All right. And then I think I can turn off the reference for now. Wait, let me go. Oof, hold on. There we go. All right. So used to zooming out, it's like all I can now. I have to get used to just glancing down and knowing what the full thing looks like. I wonder, can I make this grow? Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, interesting. Whoops, hold on. I didn't know I could edit that. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay, okay, cool. I love that I've had this program for so long and still learn new things about it every day. Just like, oh, I didn't know it could do that. Okay, hold on. How does the base of his hair go? When it's like... Okay, it does kind of have a little... Yeah. Hold on, actually, I should make it go like that. Yeah. Okay, now I can take that back. Perfect, okay. I love this little creature. This is so good. Oh, I'm so scared of when the coloring starts. What time is it? Okay, we're just hitting 7. Okay, I should honestly probably take a little stretch break and move that around first. Oh, big stretch. Oh, goodness. Yeah, those are... Because, like, the redeems that I have in mind are going to be, obviously, a reminder to drink water, which, that... Talking about that reminded me I need to take a sip of water. One moment. But yeah, like reminders to take drinks of water and then do stretch breaks. And then what else do I have? Because I have Yeah, I have my brand, all of the little icons. Yeah, so these are going to be the little credits that I'm going to have. This is going to be the icon for the little drawing request redeem. And then this one, I think what I'm going to also have is like a talk request, or like something that maybe I have like a little guy somewhere that like the little text to speech feature that Twitch has for that being able to be a thing. And then this is going to be the little icon for a little stretchy. And then the little icon for the water droplet for a water break. Really happy with all those actually. But yeah. And then back to this. Perfect. Hello? There we go. Okay. I am so happy with how this is turning out. Okay, and then what else do I need to do for this part? Oh, this complex ass jacket. Okay, hold on. So let's see, because it's got the first fold bit and then has like the buttons bit. All right, and then let's see. All right, okay, so it kind of goes like that. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Okay. And then the jacket comes through that. Yeah. Oh, I just remembered that I have another stream tomorrow and a whole day off. Oh, that's so nice. All right, and then, okay, and then it has that little chain piece. Yeah. There we go. Nice. I wonder, should I do the mouth blacked out or not? Let's see how this looks on the other one. Yeah, I like that because the eyes are already blacked out in that way, so may as well. Oh wait, little pixels didn't get filled. Okay. And then whoosh. And whoop. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Nice. And same here. Take this away for now just to get the Stuff I need to in. There we go. Okay, yeah. And then... Right. Totally forgot how these bits work. Okay, so it goes... This boy's got so much complexities to his little outfit. Okay, and then... Okay. That's what that isekai is called. Campfire cooking in another world. Oh my gosh. Dude, that took me ages to remember. That was the isekai I was talking about ages ago. Oh my god. I knew I would remember what it was called. I was like, dude, this is one of my favorite isekais. How the hell did I forget what it's called? Alright, and then... Jesus, that was insane. Literally, like, I think that took me, like, what, half an hour, maybe 45 minutes to remember the title of that thing? My god. That's crazy work for me. Normally, I'm able to have that stuff off the top of my head. I think I'm just so locked in art mode that I totally spaced it. It took me ages to remember. And I think the subconscious little hamsters running around in my brain were like, we're gonna find this, don't you worry. We will not let you down. Nice, okay. Oh, and then his hand, right. We're almost done with the line art for this. Very exciting stuff. Nice. I'm gonna give him some little... Yeah, I feel like he'd have a little bit of tiredness under the eyes just because he he strikes me as the type of character, like especially from what I see within his like character descriptions, as like a character that works himself pretty hard because like he like is always trying to like duel people in at like his school or whatever that he goes to. So I feel like he'd have those little tired eyes. Oh, nope, not what I wanted to block out. That's what I wanted to block out. And then, is that the hand? Oh, this is the hand that has the ring. Hold on. There we go. All right, and then does his sleeves have anything special on the ends? Right. Not on that particular... Oh, wait, but he does have that little under... I keep forgetting about that little under part of the sleeves, that he has like a little undershirt. And I keep drawing the undershirt, but I forget that the sleeves poke out through that. Through his little overcoat. Totally spaced that. There we go. That's better. There we go. All right, and then time for all of his little badges and doohickeys and things. All right, and then... Oh my goodness, where are you zooming me into? All right. Oh, you know another game I need to play some more of is V Rising. It's a fun game. Oh, now I have to draw the other badge. Hold on. Hold on. How big is this little badge? A little big. Takes up like... good chunk. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then this school badge underneath has... What is messing under my desk? Okay, there it is. It's bag. It was like... There we go. Okay. All right. And then this bit. This little badge. Fancy ass badges. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay. Hip, hip. Okay. Okay. So then that one goes... This one's fairly large. Like right under here? Does it have the little... It does. Okay. Okay. And then... I'm gonna hide the moons, because I don't want to draw those little moons. There we go. Nice, okay. And then the sleeve's high enough that I'm gonna say I'm not gonna draw anything from the other badge. Nice, okay. And that's all of the little accessories, and then the buttons that he has on his shirt, which I do need to draw those in on this one too, but I'll focus on this one for now. Are they circles? Yeah, they're circles. Like very circly circles. Nice, okay. And then we'll do that for this one. Very circly circles. Nice, okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Should probably move this away from me a little, or maybe not, because it keeps registering as fairly loud, but then I remember that I have it toned down. I'll have to double check, because the mic settings are a little bit finicky on my laptop, because I had to like kind of redo them, because it interacts a little differently versus my PC, but that's aight. Okay, and then we're gonna draw these little badges. Okay, perfect. Hold on. I need to fill this in a little more so it's not tripping me out. There we go. Oh, is this? This is a line art layer. Okay. Oh, and then I need to do this. There we go. And then erase this. And then erase that a little bit. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I think that's just about all the line art done. Oh wait, now I get to do the fun bit. Let's go. It's like something's off. Right, the fun little outline texture. And I know that I could technically just like do a thing to like add a more perfect outline, but like there's something about the hand-drawn texture that I like way more. And again, I think that stems from me growing up on comic books, and it's like all that stuff was done by hand, so it's a very tried and true thing, I think, for me to do the same. There we go. Because I mean that's where all of us started, you know, drawing traditional in one way, shape, or another. All right, what time is it? It's 7:18 now, so I think, yeah, 2 more hours we should be able to get at least the base coloring done, just like the base blocking out of the colors. Or, you know, positively manifesting that we just completely finish it, to get to a good point where it's like, yeah, that's done. We can send that out. But I am still just happy that I'm at a point where the line art is just about done now. Or, yep, now is officially done. Ba-bow. Oh, hold on, just a little dust piece. Okay. Look at that! Oh, I like this a lot. This is a fun layout. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then I'll do the little effects. And those won't get the big bulky lines around it, just the little ones. Okay, and then that one there. Perfect. Okay. Nice. I'm really happy with how these came out. Should I? Yeah, I should have these be like this, like just little hand-drawn whoosh, 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 whoosh. Yeah, because that's what his little, I think it's like his ultimate or whatever. It's like he draws a little star. And then, yeah. Okay, and then I should do some little bubble letters, right? Yeah. Okay, and then I should just copy and paste this, right? Yeah. I love some fun little hand lettering. Oh, let me just erase that because that base of that T, I don't want to redo that again. Nice. Okay. Ooh, wait. Okay. should probably move this a little more this way. Okay, and then the erase I think can go away. Let me do this on a separate layer. All right, and then let that come down. Let that go like that. Perfect. Nice. Okay, and then I can move these letters up a little bit. Oh, I love this layout. This is so cute. All right. Perfect. Oof. And then I'm gonna erase a little bit of this so it's not way too sharp. Okay. I like this a lot. All right. Let's get some color up in here. All right. And then, oh, thankfully we have this so we can just color pick straight from it. It says skin's like right here, right? Yeah. All right, we'll go with, you know, we'll group all these together, duplicate it, and then flatten it. Okay. And then we'll put this as the reference. So that way I can just bulk fill everything in real quick. Actually, hold on. Let me do that. No, right there. Okay. Nope, that's part of the sleeve. Tail, tail, tail. Horn. That hand isn't exposed. Face. I'll have both the hands be visible there. Oh, nope, that hit the outline. Whoops. Whoa. There we go. Nope. Hold on. Yep, yep, there we go. Tail, tail, tail. Hand. Oh. Nope, outline. Okay. Okay, sweet. Okay, and then I do need to, whoa. Whoopsies. I do need to erase the bits of eyelash here. Nice. Okay. Oh, this looks so good. Oh, I love this. Okay. Let's get oh, you know what? Let's actually get okay, so let's get a close up. Don't mind my abysmal spelling real quick. A close up of his face. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. Oh, he's got like freckles. Oh, that makes me so happy. Okay, copy that. And then we'll paste that in. Allow paste. Oh my gosh. Okay, perfect. I didn't realize he had like freckles. Oh, that makes me so happy. The reason that makes me so happy, well, I love some good freckles, but something that I love so much is that the like the actor that voice acts him, he has freckles, and I think that's so cute. Oh, I love the way they did that. Okay, hold on. Clipping mask. We'll do a big gel pen, and then horns are pretty much all that color. So we'll do that just to get it in there. And then Gaussian blur it. Oh, wait, actually, I think it'd be better to do this. Yeah, that is better. Okay, nice. Okay, and then he does have like a... He's got some pretty eyelashes. I need to give him some better lashes. Let's put that in there. Oh, but you can't quite tell though, because... Okay, hold on. Let's make this a kind of like lighter color. You know what? Let's make this the color of his like brown hair. Yeah, that's better. Or maybe even like... Oh, wait, whoops. Nope. Oh. Okay, there we go. I love the way they have just like the texturing details in this game is so nice. I think he's meant to be more of almost like a little imp, and I enjoy that. Okay. Okay, and then yeah, so for his eyelashes, let's make it like this color to see how it looks first. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that might be good actually, so it doesn't... Yeah, I like that. Oh, whoops. Perfect. Okay. And then his eyes have that nice kind of gold to them, which we'll put that underneath. Oh, okay. There we go. And then we'll make them a little more visually interesting with that like super yellow. Have that be like an under... Oh, maybe make it a little brighter. To be like... Yeah. I like that. Okay. Ooh, you know what? We could actually have that kind of go around the eyeball too. Is that a nice effect? Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Okay, so we got his eyes down pretty well. Now for the hair. Okay, so it's got like this color. And we'll go ahead and have that fill the whole thing first. Just to get it in there. Nope, wrong. Oh, come on. Cool. right, and then a layer on top of that for this brown. Well, he does have this kind of gray color up here first. Oh, right. Let's turn the reference off on this layer. Okay, and then it's got a little bit. Okay. There we go. Nice, okay. Okay, and then the undertone of the brown hair. Okay, how does that work? Okay, so it's like... Whoa. This should still be... Oh, wait a minute. I didn't realize that I did that. Okay, right, okay. Nope, I'm on the wrong layer, aren't I? Dang it. Okay. There we go. And then... on the other side, it's the same way. Whoa. Okay, yeah, that works. So, with this hairstyle, I imagine that means he bleaches his hair, correct? That's where we're at. Which, like, hell yeah. Yeah, that's funny. I didn't even realize I did that. Or honestly, it could just kind of be a demon thing where, like, his hair could grow naturally like that. Nice, okay. Ooh, and then I could add in a little bit of brown. Oh, hold on. This technically doesn't need a clipping mask, but this might. Okay. And then here. There we go. It's faint, but it works. Nice, okay. And then I will learn how to render hair better, but for now we're just color blocking. All right, and then, let's see. We're gonna add in this nice grayish, purpley kind of color. Kind of goes, where does it go? Oh yeah, and then it goes like kind of on the side of his face. Okay, so down, around, side of face. Okay, and then we'll Gaussian blur that. Okay, and then we'll add in a few freckles. More so with like this color. Actually, yeah, to simplify it, we'll just have the little face freckles. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay. All right, and then I'm just gonna fudge what the inside of his mouth looks like, I guess, because I'm not sure. So we'll just make something up. It's like a nice, brighter, pinker red almost. Oh. Nope, it's gonna be underneath. Yeah, it's like a cherry red. That works. Okay. And then we'll make his teeth like a teeny tiny bit yellow. Almost like a cream color. Oh, maybe a little more gray. Yeah. Because I don't feel like they should be like bright white, you know? Or is this his own layer? Yeah. Okay, we'll brighten it a little bit. Let's see. Right about there. It's pretty bright, but not completely. A little more bright, just a tiny bit. Right there. That's good. Maybe not. Hold on, I want to see it on this one. Right here. Yeah, that's better. That's good. Yeah. Okay. And then all those little accessories. Honestly, I think I could make I think I made this color, which is perfect. We'll do the jacket next. That should be the next thing on the list. Yeah. Jacket will be the next thing. And then yeah, we'll go ahead and do that next. Okay, let's see. That'll be below everything so far. Whoa. Oh wait, reference, right. Turn the reference back on for that. No, right there. Okay. And then I gotta remember, hold on. It's okay, it's only in that. All right. All right. Whoa. Okay, and then bam. And there. All right, and then oh, is that okay? Correct layer, cool. Oh, and then I took his jacket off for that one. Perfect. Nice. Okay. This is coming out great. I'm so happy with this. Okay, and then we'll do his little shirt, which will make it like an off gray. Or yeah. Oh wait, his skin still. Oh, hold on. I forgot that this also is where his skin shows up. Totally spaced that. Yeah. He's a little delinquent. That's why they had to have him have a little collarbone showing, a little more neck. It's so funny. All right. Okay, and then more of this for that. Okay. Continue filling. Oh, wait. Okay. Right. All right. And did that? Oh, that didn't fill. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, there we go. Oh, right. And this part, this part, this part, this part, this part, and that part. And that part. Okay, cool. Oh my god, you know what would be such a cute interaction to draw okay. Picture this. An interaction between Apollo, Malevola, and Karlak. They all feel like siblings to me. They totally feel like siblings. Like, I feel like Karlak's the middle child, Malevola's the oldest, and Apollo's the little baby brother. I think I am correct. I need to draw that. I need to sketch that out of them interacting. That's now my brain is working. My brain is saying, "Ooh, that's a nice. I like that." Okay, so now we'll do layer below that and do this gray. Fill that in. Continue filling. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Not quite. Okay. No. All right. And then fill it in a little more. Oh, wait. I also forgot about the sleeve bits. Totally forgot about the sleeve bits that pop out. There we go. Oh, this is coming out great. Oh my goodness. This is so cute. Ah. Okay. And then let's get more of this filled in. Nope. No. What? Why can't I fill that in? That's so weird. Ah. Okay. It was just tripping for some reason. Whatever. Okay. And then he's not wearing the jacket there, so that's perfect. And then honestly, I kind of want to add a little bit. Oh. Can I? Oh, I guess I can only slide it there. Give it more of a blue, a little more saturation, and a little more darkness. Yeah, that looks nicer. And then I imagine the base of his shoes is the same color red, right? Yeah, as his jacket. That makes sense. Ooh, oh, you know what? I also forgot that this color of black is on his tail. So let me fill that in real quick. And then blur that. There we go. All right, and same here. Perfect. Nice. Okay. It's coming along great. Okay. And then this color is like a slightly darker gray than this, so I'm just gonna take this gray and make it a little darker. So that way I can have that's that gray. So shoop. Oh, I dropped it right there. Perfect. Okay. Nope. Bam, bam. Okay, and then same here. Oh, little little bit there. All right. Nice. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the red and put that on the base of the shoes as well. Oh, and his laces, I forgot. Yeah. Oh, there we go. And then we'll have this same color of gray be this bit. Oh. Yeah. Nice, okay. I'll move this over there some more. And then he's got a lot of little gold accents, right? Oh, kind of. More of like almost like a pearly sort of color. Yeah, this will be good for that. Oh, what is this layer? Oh, that's the gray. Weird. Okay. All right. And then we'll have that be the same color for the ring. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's part of the skin too. Hold on. Ah, that's the top layer. Forgot. Okay. And then back to the gold layer for these buttons as well. Okay. And then I think that's everything. Oh, but wait, I think that's the same color that is on his tail bits. Ah, okay. Oh, and ring. Okay. Right? Because his tail has that piece. Yeah, but it's definitely a bit more of a pearl color, so let's have that go more. Oh. A little brighter. Yeah, almost like a rose gold kind of thing. That works, yeah. Oh, I forgot his ring on the... Where is it? It's supposed to be on... That's okay. We'll say that he has it off on that specific pose. It's fine. I'm too lazy to go in now. We're this far in, I'm good. Yeah. Okay. What other elements need to have that red? Anything else? Got the laces. Okay. And honestly, this little metal piece, I'm gonna have all the metals be that same color just to make it look nicer. Yeah. And then is the school badge that same? Oh, hold on. There we go. Oh, wait. All right. I'm really liking how this is turning out. Okay. let's see, the pants are, let's see how this color looks, just color picking it. Yeah, that's fine. Nice, okay. And then, oh, what about his glove? We'll make his glove the same color as the shirt. Yeah. Whoops. Done. Oh. Okay. And these are the shirt. Yeah. You know what I should do is make the background color like a little off gray. So that way I can, oh well, actually make it a bit of darker gray so that way I can tell. Yeah. And that's that. And then this is where the glove is going to go. Cool. Nice. Okay. Okay. Should be a bit darker than that. There we go. Ooh, hold on. I'm seeing some... There we go. It's good I did that. And then we'll make a bottom layer with white for the highlights. There we go. Oh, hold on. Spotted some... Oh, hold on. There we go. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. All right, and then we need this kind of color for some accents as well. Maybe not quite that color, but maybe something more like that. Yeah. All right, and then what about his socks? What is the sock color? All right, and then off. Okay, cool. All right. All right, and I need to figure out what the color is for that badge. Is it like, oh, it's actually got all of these. Okay. We'll put that in with the medals, I guess. Where are the medals? Medals are here. Let's see how this color looks. Probably just gonna have it all be the one color to make it look nicer, like it's a little metalwork piece. Just a little badge. Alright, and then the little kneecap things. Honestly, probably same color as the little wraparound. We'll do that. Perfect. And then maybe even the shoes that same color, right? Oh. Shoes. Yeah, honestly, shoes could be that same color. All right, time for this sword. Let me get a little stretch. Okay. Base colors are coming out very nice. Okay, sword. Sword. The blade is this color, so let's just get that plopped in there. And then it fades down into that color. So we will clipping mask it and then... Well, hold on. Let me make it go up a little farther so that way I can see this happen. Yeah. Okay, I think I can take this away for now so I have more space. Oh, I just noticed the way the name is. Oh, that's really cool. I like the way they did that. That's awesome. All right, and then the handle starts off in this like light all right, put those together, and then honestly what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have this whole thing except for, yeah, okay, whole thing except for the little end piece be this color, so that way I can just have it all be on one layer together and then fade it the way it needs to be faded. Oh, of course I finished it now. Okay, and then clipping mask it to have this color at the base and have it just kind of and then Gaussian blue that. Nice, okay. And then just that little red bit at the end. All right, perfect. And I think that's just about everything. All right, let me turn the color back to white to see how that looks. Okay, and then, oh, what would be a good background color for this? Let's see. Okay, I can delete the sketch now, I think. Let's see, maybe a nice like teal. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, hold up. I do need to fix these socks. Nope, that's the teal. I need the little... There we go. Is this the same gray? No. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna have these boots. Okay, hold on. They are on the same layer though, so let me... Okay. Interesting. Alright. And then let's go to the base. I think we can fuse all these colors together now, honestly. Oh, hold on. Whoops. Yeah, just have all the colors come together in the same layer. Perfect. And then we'll turn off the reference and have this be like a nice teal. A little more blue. A little lighter, maybe? Like a Miku blue. Oh, geez. Nope. Whoops. Wrong layer. Okay. And then maybe have a gradient on that. Ooh, actually, I kind of like that instead. That's nice. Okay. Good stuff. All right. And then fuse that together. And on top of that, we'll have a nice bright white, and we'll go ahead and, oh, you know what? We can auto select. Ha! Oh, this is perfect. I didn't realize this was an option. There we go. There we go. That's better. And then... Ah! There we go. Let's see, we'll also make them this color for this. Nope. Ah! Whoops. Nope, not automatic. Freehand. There we go. Yeah! This looks nice. And then now the question is... Let's see, for the colors, let's see. Honestly, these colors look nice by themselves. You know what? I should do like a... There's gotta be like a... Oh, what's that? What was that one? Oh, there it is, there it is. Yeah, just kind of like a little shift to make it look a little nicer. And then, you know what? We'll make these saturated a little more. Yeah. Okay. And then, what does that look like with it, without it? Okay. Little less, but still there. Let's see, if I also do like a white little highlight bit, how would that look? Because I'm a sucker for some big, bold highlights like that. Let's see, we'll keep adding them and see how it comes along. Oh, did my stream crash? Hold on. No, we're still here. Okay, cool. All right. Sweet. Okay. What was I doing? Right, highlights. Okay. And then I'm gonna erase. Oh, whoa. Hold on. There we go. Okay, that's there. It's just faint. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Oh, I love a good, nice, bright highlight. Yeah! Oh, okay, this is actually really cute doing this way. Okay. Alright, and then we'll have a little bit there. Okay, yeah, I really like this. This is nice. Alright. Okay. Perfect. All right, and also let's see if I did this. Nope, hold on. Oh, you know what? Oh, oh. Hold up, time to trade the battery. Boink. There we go. Okay. And yeah, it's probably better without it. That's okay. All right, we'll do a little there. Little bit there. Tiny bit there. There we go. All right, that's good. That's good. We'll do a little bit here. Perfect. Good, good, good. Okay. All right. Now here as well. Erase that. Do a little on the sword. Nope, too large. There we go. Okay. Oh, ear. Okay. There we go. Okay. Nice. All right, hold on. A little bit on his face, just a tiny bit. Little highlight, yes. Okay, and then on his hand. All right. There we go. Oh, jeez. I just hit my Apple Pencil very hard on my desk. That was... Okay. Okay. Ah. Nope. Okay. There we go. All right, and then what else? Maybe add a little bit of highlight right here and here. Oh, too large. There we go. Okay. Okay. I'd say that's good. Maybe a little bit right here. Nice. Oh, and maybe just a little bit on he fingies. Yeah, just a smidge. Okay. Yes, okay. Ooh, and just a little bit on this gem. Actually, that would be the wrong way to do that. It would be like that. Hold on, because like... There we go. That's better. Okay. All right, and last but not least... Oh, hold on. Oh. There we go. Oh, hold up. Oh, I need to do a stretch. Oh, big stretch. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. 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 Yeah, I think that we're just about done. I do, hold on. I want to do like try to saturate this a little more. Darken it. No, no. Saturating is better, yeah. Oh, I should add a little more highlight, like right here. Yeah, this looks good. I like this. Okay, I should, okay. Horn, this horn needs a little more highlight. And then we'll add a little bit of purple for some shadow. Like right there. Measure and blur. And let's say multiply, and yeah. Okay. Ooh, but oh, maybe not, because it's gonna get difficult to do with that tail overlap. Ooh, you know what? But I will add a little white outline over this. Okay, yeah. Okay. I think we're just about good. And then I'll do my little tag. Where will that go? Probably right here. Ah, too large. Hold on. Okay, right there. Oh, actually, maybe a little bit further out. And then we'll duplicate that and slide that down here if it'll fit. Yeah, that should work. Maybe right here. Ooh, wait a minute. Big brain idea. Hold on. Let me put it below this. And then I have an idea to do like a pattern. Okay, I'm gonna make this a tiny bit smaller. Just a little bit. Just a little smaller. And then I have an idea. Okay, hold on. I need to turn on these things. Yes, I have a vision. Hold on. Let me cook, hold on. Okay. Let me cook. Okay. Then let me... do that. Does that fix that? Almost. Okay. A little higher up then. Yes, okay. And then let me duplicate that. And... there we go. Yeah, okay, I like that, I like that. Oh wait, hold on. Let me move this up a smidge. Would these be better to have in white? Let's find out. Ah, hold on. These might be better to have in white. Yeah, okay. Look at that. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, I love this actually. And then use that down. And then I'm thinking clipping mask white and have that come out this direction a little bit. Maybe not. Hold on. Yeah, this might be good just as it is. Yeah. All right, and then it's 8:30. So 30 minutes ahead of schedule as far as when stream's gonna end. So I got this done in, what is that? 3.5 hours? That's pretty good. 3.5 hours to get this done? Not bad. All right, and then I'm thinking, honestly, might be better to duplicate this and have this become, what is this? Divide? Let's do that then. Divide, lower. Okay, let's see. Maybe, okay, hold on. Divide is nice, but let's see what other things there are to adding some more color. I think it's fine the way it is, honestly. Let's see though. I would like to see what happens when we do gradient map. Blaze looks the nicest, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is good as is. And then maybe even, you know what we could do actually is I can honestly do like some... We'll mess around and see how some completely blacked out shadows would look on this. Ay, hold on. There we go. Ooh, this might be the move. Hold on. Hold up. This could be the move. Let's check it out and see. Oh, I kind of like this. Hold up. Hold up. Let me cook. Let me cook. Hold up. This could be the move. Hold on. This could be the move right here. Hold up. Oops. Nope, not erase. Okay. Well, now erase. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave that. And then... Okay. Whoops. Okay. Hold up. We're cooking. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Oh, hold up. There we go. Okay. Okay. And now comes that time that I knew I could feel it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah, this might be the move. This might be the move here, folks. Oh, hold up. Okay. Yeah, and then this way the tail can be a bit more pronounced. Yeah, that's better. Hold on. There's a correct way to do this. Hold on. Actually. Well, maybe not that. Okay. Ah. Not erase. Okay. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Ah. Okay. Yeah, this looks so much nicer actually. Oh wow, that really helped. Look at that. Oh, this looks really good actually. I really like that. Okay. And then you know what? We'll actually do this as well. We will go. Oh, maybe not like that. Ah. Not like that. Oy, oy, oy. I think that's fine on its own, actually. Yeah. Okay, I like this a lot. Look at that, a full piece finished. Let's get this all grouped up together. Nice. Okay. I am so happy with this. I've always had such a hard time actually like getting myself to like sit down and actually finish something to like an illustration to its like actual fullest. And the way that I did this, I am very happy about this. This turned out really nice actually. Yeah, I think because I think if I do anything else, it'll cross the line of too much. And I think that right where it's at is perfect. Okay. Well, I mean, I got a full illustration like thing done in one stream. I'm very happy with that turnout, actually. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, there isn't too much else. Like, I don't think there's any much else that I want to get started on or anything like that. Because, like, my brain's at a good place where it's like, okay, now we chill out, I guess. Now we just vibe. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna add little these to this one. Whoa. Yeah, that was just the last little touch. Yeah, I like this. I think this really works for me and my style because like I'm not the best at rendering, but I feel like I have a pretty good comprehension of how to, like light and shadows work. So I think this works out nicely for me. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? I think I'm okay to end. I'm gonna end 15 minutes early just because I like that this is where the like finishing point is, and I've done a good amount of work, I feel like. And then, yeah, just for VOD purposes, you can always find me on doing streams on Twitch Wednesdays from 2 to 4:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then if you ever want to know whenever I'm doing any kind of bonus stream or anything like that, or, you know, you can check out my Blue Sky, which I believe I do have linked in both my YouTube and my Twitch. And that's where I'm going to end up posting any and all drawings that I make and stuff like that. But yeah, we got a full illustration done in one stream in less than 4 hours, which I'm super duper happy with. But yeah, I'm really, really proud of this, actually. I'm excited that I got this done today, and this feels good. Good posing, good, just, yeah, all around. I'm very happy with this. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up stream a little bit early just because I don't really have... Unfortunately, there's not an audience here today, which is totally okay. I mean, I kind of expected. I know that I'm kind of just starting out, like the viewership count, average viewership is usually the hardest thing to get. So just kind of, I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to, oh, well, what do you know? That I think is my cue. I think that for some reason that just crashed, and yeah, I think that's good to call it there. So I'll take that as my little sign to the universe to wrap up a little bit early. Thank you for anybody that did come by to just lurk or anything like that. Thank you for anybody that has watched the VODs. And yeah, I will be streaming tomorrow at my usual Wednesday 2 to 4:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I will also be doing another stream this Saturday, I believe it is. Sunday. This Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So that's what I got going on for the rest of the week, and then I will update when I find out about next week.